box money, it's a motion. Sorry, I was like getting down. Like my camera takes forever to come on. Like I push the button and it seriously takes it like 10 to 20 seconds for it to kick on. So I always think I got time to like rock a little bit because, you know, I always got my 80s on. And I was thinking I have time to rock and whenever I look up it's already on. I'm like, shit. Oh well, I don't care. Okay, so welcome back to Mandy's Music Monday. It's me, Mandy. This is an old list that I made when I very first started doing Mandy's Music Monday. So what I did was I went ahead and I kept the list because right now I have a feeling like I would change it. I went ahead and I kept the list and I added a few more to it. So these are songs. Now, I used to love American Idol, and I have not watched American Idol since the gray-haired dude won. And even then, I half-assed watched it that season because I was kind of over it. I was kind of over American Idol. So, okay. I was like hardcore American Idol. And like I didn't watch the very first season. I started watching the second season with Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken. And like when it came down to those two, I mean, it was so hard for me to choose just one. And I won't tell you who I voted for because it was so hard to just choose one because they're both amazing and you hear nothing about them now other than Clay Aiken came out of the closet and adopted a kid. You know, like you don't hear anything else about him music-wise. You don't hear anything about Ruben. So, the Velvet Teddy Bear. So, okay, so these are songs I would sing if I ever made it on American Idol. Now, we have to pretend that I could pick whatever song that I wanted to sing every week and that I would make it this long, or I'd make it long enough to sing this many songs, and they had no category. So, like, I could pick whatever song I wanted to sing whenever I wanted to sing it. Like, because I would be awesome and it's amazing, and you would vote for me and I'd win, and I'd be all over the place, and you would love me. So, okay. Number one, now these are the songs that I listed, like, a long time ago when I first made this list. So, the number one song is All I Want Is You, but the John Rzeznik version, like, the U2 version is really awesome too, but John Rzeznik just has, like, not that Bono doesn't, but John Rzeznik has that deep, raspy, like, man voice, and Bono has that calm, soothing voice. Like, John Rzeznik freaking sounds like a man singing, and when he sings All I Want Is You, that is a freaking man telling a woman all I want is you. It is hot and sexy and amazing, and I love John Rzeznik from the Goo Dolls anyway, but I would sing that version. I flippin' love that song. I love it so much. I haven't listened to it in a while. I should actually listen to that. The second song, wow. Okay, the second song is In the Name of Love by U2, and then the third song that I've picked is With or Without You by U2. Now, both of those songs, what I like about them is they start out really soft and mellow, and by the end of it, he's just like screaming it. Like when he sings In the Name of Love, I mean, he is like belting it out from like somewhere deep in his freaking man gut. I mean, he is just screaming it. And the same with or Without You, not the like actual singing part of it, but when he's like, oh, I mean, that is just like an immense feeling. Like, I remember the first time that I ever heard that song. We lived on Fort Knox, and I will never forget, I was 5 years old when this song came out, and my favorite channel then was MTV, and I used to put on MTV every time I got the chance, and there are certain videos that are like very vivid in my mind that I remember seeing, and that is one of them. And I remember being little and listening to that song, and it just like, it freaking, I don't know, I mean, a song has to be really powerful for you to be that little, and it's like catch your attention, and you're like, oh my god, I really like that. You know, like, because when you're like 5, you're thinking about like coloring and pigtails and candy. Do you know what I mean? You're not thinking about, oh my god, that is like the greatest song I've ever heard in my life. So, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 is Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac, and I would have to sing the version that is the version that was not released, which it wasn't released on Rumors anyway. It was released on the dance. It was supposed to be on Rumors and ended up on a B-side somewhere, and that was the edited version. That was the shortened version because that song is like 6 minutes long, and she is like belting it out at the end. Like, she is saying at the end, you know, she says, time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. Okay, and then all of a sudden she's like, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. And that, you know what that means when Stevie Nicks says it? That means it's the truth. She is saying that she will follow you down until the sound of her voice will haunt you. She's going to be in the freaking bushes following your ass all the time, so you don't freaking forget her ass. Like, that's how hardcore she is. And by the end of it, especially in the original 70s version that's like 6 minutes long, you have to listen to it because that's the way that song was meant to sound. Like, it sounds awesome on the dance live, but that version is how it was meant to sound. And I mean, that chick just freaking screams it. You know that was heartfelt, and she was pissed off at Lindsey Buckingham. That's all I'm saying. And I feel like if I was on stage and I was singing that song on American Idol, I would win that competition. Because when I sing that song in the shower, it's freaking awesome. That's all I'm saying. Okay. The other one is I'll Be Your Shelter by Taylor Dayne. And that's another song, like, my mom used to listen to that when I was really young. And, like, that song just reminds me of summertime and, like, playing outside and my mom inside washing curtains. And, like, the cool thing about that song is she's got the na-nas in there. And, like, she's just, like, screaming them by the end. So, like, when I was screaming my na-nas on the American Idol stage, Simon would be like, because we're going to assume Simon is still there because I would not audition for American Idol without Simon. Like, Simon would be like, oh my god, this is America's next idol. It should be Mandy. Mandy needs to be the next American Idol. You know, and I would win him over with Taylor Dayne. Like, I can just feel it in my heart that I would. Okay, the other song I always said, and I said this to my friend one night. This has been years ago. We were talking on the phone, and we were talking about American Idol, and I want to say this was even around the time when I was really hardcore in love with American Idol, and I had, like, the biggest, massive crush on Simon Cowell. And I look back now and I'm thinking, how did you think Simon Cowell was hot? Because first of all, he has a really awkward, weird haircut, and second of all, he's like a douche. But, you know, whatever. I was really young, you know, I was like 18, 19 when it first started, and I freaking loved it. And I thought Simon Cowell was like the hottest British man I had ever seen in my life, other than Alan Rickman, because Alan Rickman will and always be my top British man. But anyway, like, we were talking on the phone one night, and she was like, we were talking about, like, what song we would sing it, like, we audition, like, the audition song that would capture their attention, you know, like, you walk in the room, and it's the first time they've ever seen you, and it's the first time you've ever seen them, and, you know, you're going to sing something that's just going to make it awesome, and they're going to remember you for the rest of the competition. Sorry, I thought my camera was acting douchebaggery. Okay, that song would be Rockin' Cher by Gwen McCrae. And I don't know if you've ever heard that song, but I'm just going to put, and I said I would go out there and I'd like stand in the middle of the room and I'd be like, this song is dedicated to Simon Cowell. And I would sing it, and it was going to be Rockin' Cher by Gwen McCrae. I'm not even going to tell you what that song is. You just need to listen to it. You just need to listen to it. Okay, I think my camera is acting really, really bad, so I'm going to have to talk about these really fast. Okay, there's two of them. Well, I'll go ahead. The other one is a Cher song, and it's Just Like Jesse James, and I just think, because that song is, like, super badass and awesome anyway, I just think that, like, they would be like, oh my god, like, sorry, my camera is about to act really, really bad. So I just think that'd be like, oh my god, she's singing like an awesome Cher song. Of course she's going to win. We need to send her on to the next round. America needs to vote for Mandy because she sang Just Like Jesse James by Cher. And then the last one, because I just feel like I kill it at karaoke, and that is The Warrior by Scandal. I mean, like, that would be perfect when they have, like, the 80s day. You know, they always have an 80s day and, like, disco and blah, blah, blah. Or pop day. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't watch it no more. But, like, I would totally sing Scandal, and I would kill it, and I would win. I would totally win, guys. I feel that I could win. So, okay. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm sorry I got really hyper at the end, but, you know, my camera's acting dumb now, so now I'm trying to talk fast. So, alright, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!